Hi Cancer, welcome to the weekly reading for you, week commencing Monday the 30th of January. I'm Jude, and remember these are general, so they may or may not resonate, and that you have free will, so you choose what you do with the information here. So welcome, and firstly we're just going to look at what's the energy that you've been in, Cancer. What have you been dealing with? What's been going on for you? What's around you that you've been working with that you're coming into next week with? So this is for Cancer, please, for the week beginning Monday the 30th of January. What have they been dealing with? What have our Cancerians been in the energy of, please? What have they been in the energy of, please? Okay, so Cancerian, that's interesting. What I can see is that we've got the Four of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Swords. And with a couple of fours sitting here, that's often about consolidating and just a stable kind of sitting in that space feeling. The Four of Cups is saying it's like you're not really liking what's being offered to you. There's a sense here of almost boredom. I almost want to say stagnation, although I don't think that's the case. But two of these cards are saying you've been in a very still energy. The Four of Swords says, maybe you've been meditating or taking a bit of time out or having a doona day or just kind of sitting in the space. There's a stillness here. And the Page of Cups could represent a lot of things. It could represent an emotional offer coming your way, something new, different perhaps to what's already been offered. But I'm also drawn to the aspect of the Page of Cups that talks about that psychic energy connection, which may or may not resonate for you, but that's what I'm seeing here. Of listening to your intuitive senses. And that's why that might be meditating for some of you as well. So I feel like you've been in this sort of still reflectiveness and not really liking the choices in front of you and wondering, what you're going to do, where you're going to go. And there might be something that's kind of starting to form up, but it feels just like an inkling of an idea. Okay. So having said all that, let's look at what is the week starting the 30th of January for you, Cancer. What is the week starting 30th of January for Cancer, please? Can you show me? The week starting the 30th of January for Cancer, please. One more card, please, Spirit. For Cancer. Can you show me, please, now? Thank you. So we've got Temperance, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So Cancer, it feels like you come out of that and into balance. There's a sense here of finding your emotional balance again. There's a lot of cups in this reading, so my feeling with it is that it's about your feelings. It's about your emotional energy and your thinking, because we've got cups and swords on the table. So there's a feeling here of you find your balance, you find your peace, you find your ground. I'm really drawn to this being the Temperance card of like 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. So you find your balance and your groundedness again, and then you work out how to move forward. With the Knight of Cups, it's like we've evolved from the Page to the Knight. So instead of that inkling of an idea, it's like now I know what I'm doing, and it's how you're moving out into the world. And this feels like it's something that's very important to you. It feels like it's a bit of like a holy grail. there's an energy here of it being creative or artistic in some way, shape or form. It's a beautiful, feminine, gentle movement of going forward. And that's not gender specific. I'm just saying it's got that slow sureness of I'm going out into the world with this, and it feels like it holds a lot of meaning and value to you emotionally. With the Page of Swords, I think there's a lot of thinking going on around this now. You've come out of this hiatus almost of the Four of Swords and into the Page. So instead of meditating under a tree, as I feel like you've been doing, it's like, okay, this is active thinking now. And it's interesting. I'm feeling that it's like you have a lot of ideas of how to take this out into the world. And it does feel like as well for some of you that you will be doing this through the airwaves because swords move through the air. And they represent the air signs in the tarot, but there's this sense of, so maybe it's social media, maybe it's on the telephone, or there's an energy of word communication through the airwaves. But I feel like there's a lot of ideas and potential and possibility that you need to get clear on. Because it feels almost like there's news that comes in with this too, and gets presented to you. So, because pages are the messengers in the tarot, so it's like you might get a message here, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Feels a bit exciting. It feels like you're coming through something, Cancer. And, for Cancerians, there's often that, liking to feel your way through something. So let's see if that's the energy. What's the challenge there for Cancer, please? What is the challenge? So the challenge is showing up as the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So the challenge, Cancer, is showing itself as you need to kind of hold your boundaries, is what I feel with this. And it might even be in terms of family or community. Because the Six of Cups says, you might get a little bit nostalgic. And, family is very important to you. But it's like in doing this, whatever this is, this news for you, it feels like it does step you up a little bit. It's challenging, but you definitely have the skills for it. But because this is sitting in the challenge area, it feels like you almost have to defend yourself a little bit. And it's based around family or community and how things have been in the past. So, it might be like you've got this idea or this offer and it's like, for some of you, and we'll see what that shows itself to be, but it's going to be different for everyone. But kind of like, well, you could go and live and work overseas and everyone in the family says, oh, no, you can't do that because last time you did that didn't work or something like that. And it's something from the past that shows up in terms of the family dynamic where it's like you have to defend yourself, and that is going to be a little bit challenging for you, Cancerian, according to the cards today. Won't be for everyone. But so if that's the challenge, what will help you in that? What will help Cancers, please? What will help them with that challenge? Can you show me, please? What will help Cancer? Yeah, okay. So Cancer, the thing that's going to help you is the Eight of Swords and the Four of Wands. So the thing that helps you is recognizing the thinking patterns that keep you stuck and understanding the joy that you have, in the connections and the communities around you and the family. So as much as they're the challenge, they're also your strength. It's funny, isn't it? It's kind of like it's the same, but they can be your challenge or your greatest strength. So it's the thinking patterns that you sit in that I feel like are where you need to get your clarity is, and that will change it from being a challenge to a strength. Because once that family community dynamic gets behind you, they'll put, I'm hearing like wind beneath your wings, and you'll fly. They're also the ones that know how to clip your wings. So, and that's, isn't that the joy of family or community or our little group of whoever is in our inner sanctum? And so there's a sense here of once you get very clear in your thinking and your communication, it's like they all get behind you. So if we're working on that scenario of there's a job offer overseas or something, it's like once you are like, no, this is absolutely what I want to do, I'm very clear, blah, 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 I've worked it all out, then they go, well, yeah, okay, great. And it's like they all get behind you and help you. Does that make sense? So it's like, I feel like there's another card that wants to come out for this, please. Show me. Yeah. Strength cards come out. So the feeling for this Cancer is it's something that's going to require a little bit of courage. It's not for the faint-hearted. We've got the Seven of Wands and we've got the Strength card. So this is saying this is big and next level. And, for what I'm hearing is it's like you really would love the support of your family or friends or your inner circle. And I feel like once you're clear, they come on board. Yeah. So I'm just going to close the reading out for you, Cancer, with a message from the universe, from Spirit, for Cancer, please. Oh, I thought so. Interesting, isn't it? So we've got the King of Coins and the Knight of Wands. So this is fabulous because the King of Coins talks about abundance, wealth. This is the Midas touch kind of energy here of someone who's entrepreneurial or business motivated, or but it's about the home and the environment and resources, which you've got the Ten of Pentacles sitting here as well. So this all feels like, Cancer, maybe how you're making your money, how you're going forward, but it's also the King of Coins here feels like someone who really knows what they're doing and how they're going to go out and do it. And the Knight of Wands, I did have a sense here, and it was just an intuitive sense, that it might be about literally shifting home or shifting house somewhere. And the Knight of Wands says that to me as a reader. So for some of you, I feel there might be a move being contemplated, and it's one that is going to require courage, should you choose to do it. But all in all, it's got a very positive vibe to it, Cancer. So, yes, good luck with all that. It feels very exciting. And I hope you have a fabulous week next week. And bye for now.